Right, South Africa is launching the World Science and Global Forum in Cape Town. The launch is under the auspices of the Department of Science and Innovation. Let's get more on this, and we're joined now by Francis Hurd. Francis, I do believe that President Cyril Ramaphosa will indeed be at this particular event, and the first, of us seeing him after the whole Pala debacle. What can you tell us about what's going on, but certainly anticipation about the President being there today?
Yeah, this would be his first official appearance, I think. We've seen him speak since the crisis for him broke after the release of that expert panel. But I think really a show by the presidency that it's back to presidential business as per normal. And he will be on the stage behind me. We're in the ballroom in the convention center, in the Cape Town International Convention Center. And this is a big deal, a flow for South Africa. The World Science Forum is held every 2 years. It's a big global event. The custodian is a forum in Hungary. They launched it, so we will hear from the Hungarian president as well. But really, this is about scientists from around the world coming together and talking about real life issues and policy issues. So you were speaking about tourism. I've heard scientists, I've heard different languages and different accents. So it really is a showcase for the mother city as well, and for South Africa, what we can do. There will be about 1,000 participants or so here, and then about 1,000 online as well. Talking about science for social justice, that is the theme. So science is often abstract. We know that science saves lives. We know about medicine. Sometimes there's controversy around that. So this is talking about things like, let me give you a taste. What role for science in fighting poverty, unemployment, inequality and exclusion? That is one of the plenary sessions and one of the main key themes tomorrow. And UNESCO will be leading that discussion. So the UN is here, various countries are here. Another one is solutions to the adverse effects of climate change on health, more effective and humane drug policies. And I think this is an interesting one, responding to pandemics, science and human rights. So the scientists will be talking about COVID-19, for example, and there we saw that the science, I think the consensus is that COVID-19, the vaccines helped many people around the world. It saved lives, but politicians reacted to the pandemic differently, and sometimes the science was used to undermine democratic rights. Depends what your opinion is on that, but I think that's an interesting one, science and human rights. And this is, as I said, a showcase for South Africa as well. I presume that the president will talk about it, the square kilometre array. Many of the scientists have been visiting that. There'll be a video tonight. And the minister, Bladen Zamande, told me earlier that this is one of the biggest events, if not the biggest, during his tenure. So he said, forget Pala Pala, let's focus on this. It's really important, and it's really significant that South Africa is hosting the World Science Forum on African soil for the first time, Flo.
Senior anchor there, Francis Hurd, who is in Cape Town for us for the launch, which is underway, of the World Science Global Forum in Cape Town. Many thanks to you, Francis, and certainly we'll hear later from her from 5 p.m.